This is Shweta from ClearTax, and today I will speak about how to save income tax on your income from salary. The income tax on your salary depends upon your components of salary, depends upon the tax deductions and the tax exemptions you claim, and the tax calculation based on the slab rates. So let us understand the components of your salary income or understand your payslip. The components of your salary consist of the basic salary, house rent allowance, which is given for paying rent towards your residential accommodation, leave travel allowance for traveling within India to any place in India, meal coupons, the formal meal coupons given at 50 rupees per day for 2 meals, telephone reimbursement, which includes a reimbursement for your broadband, books and periodicals. This will also include any expenses for your self-learning, employees' contribution to Provident Fund. Your salary component also includes your contribution to the Provident Fund. Bonus, in case bonus is given based on rating, the bonus is also part of your salary package. The balance of your salary falls under other allowances. Next, let us understand the tax exemptions. The tax exemptions will include an exemption for your house rent allowance. The exemption is based on the receipt you furnish to your employer. Exemption for leave travel allowance, that is based on the bills you furnish. Meal coupons, there is no proof required from your side. Telephone reimbursement, a bill is required from your side to be furnished to the employer. Books and periodicals, you need to furnish bills to your employer. Next, let us understand the tax deductions you are entitled to. First, let us take the tax saving deductions under Section 80C. The deductions include LIC premium payment, children's tuition fee paid, housing loan repayments. Here the principal component of the loan is considered. Investment in Public Provident Fund (PPF) or investment in NSC. Investment in Mutual Fund Tax Saving Scheme (ELSS). Investment in Tax Saver Fixed Deposits National Pension Scheme. Investment in Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, which is for the girl child. Contribution to your Employee Provident Fund. All these deductions are under Section 80C. They fall under the overall limit of Section 80C, which is Rs 1.5 lakh for each financial year. The other deductions, such as interest on home loan, in case your property is self-occupied, you can claim an interest on home loan up to Rs 2 lakh per year. Deduction for medical insurance premium or health insurance paid by you for your family or for yourself. Next, you can also claim deductions for donations you make during the year, donations made for charity. Here, do note that the donation receipt must be furnished and the details of the donation receipt, that is the registration of the person to whom you are making the donation, the organization, the NGO, is also required. So, you can also claim a deduction for the interest and loan taken for higher studies. You need to check the tax deductions you are entitled to based on your payments and your commitments, and also you need to check the same whether they are allowable as per the provisions of the Act, and also what are the maximum limits within which you can claim the same. While calculating your income from salary, from the gross salary income, you can take a deduction of 50,000 rupees, which is a standard deduction on salaries. You can also claim a deduction of the professional tax paid. The professional tax, the amount which is deducted from your payslip each month. Do note a couple of points. Firstly, from the financial year 2021, a new tax regime is in place, and the person who opts for a new tax regime, such individual cannot claim these deductions and these exemptions. He has to calculate his taxable salary and tax calculations without claiming any of these deductions. And the rates offered are lower. Do check our page on Section 115 BAC, the new tax regime. Secondly, you can submit the details of any other income you earn, such as FD interest or any capital gains that you have earned during the year to your employer. Your employer can consider the same for calculating your overall tax liability and deduct the taxes accordingly. Let us consider an example to understand the tax savings and the tax calculation. For a salary CTC of Rs 15 lakh, we take the basic salary as Rs 4,95,000, HRA of 1,98,000, LTA of 40,000, a telephone and broadband reimbursement component of 30,000, meal coupons of 26,400, books and periodicals 30,000 rupees, the special allowances, that is the balance allowance of 6,80,600. When you make the calculations of the taxable salary and the tax calculations, we give a standard deduction of Rs 50,000 and a deduction for professional tax of Rs 2,400. The individual is eligible to claim the LTA, HRA, telephone reimbursement, meal coupons, books and periodicals. We hypothetically consider that the individual can claim up to a maximum of the deductions. In such a case, the individual saves up to Rs 3,24,400 by way of tax exemptions on various allowances and expenses claimed as reimbursement. The taxable salary income is 11,23,200. We add assumed FD interest of Rs 20,000. The gross total income is 11,43,200. In our example, the individual makes certain investments by way of employee provident fund contributions, LIC, tax saving ELSs. So the aggregate deduction we claim is 1,50,000, the maximum limit under Section 80C. We also claim a medical insurance of Rs 20,000. So aggregate deductions in our case are 1,70,000. And the total income after reducing these deductions is 9,73,200. We calculate the income tax on the total income at the slab rates. The income tax is Rs 1,07,140. The slab rates are 20% for income from 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, and below 5 lakhs, the slab rate is 5% for income from 2.5 lakh to up to 5 lakh. We add a education cess at 4% of the tax payable, which is Rs 4,286. The net tax payable is 1,11,426. This amount is payable annually, and this amount is divided to arrive at the TDS per month. Your payslip will reflect this TDS amount on a monthly basis. The same gets reduced from your monthly salary. Apart from the regular tax exemptions and tax deductions, you may be entitled to claim certain specific tax exemptions, such as gratuity. A gratuity amount is paid at the time of retirement or at the time of resignation or death of the employee. Refer to our page on gratuity tax exemption for more details. You can also be entitled to a tax exemption on pension. Pension is paid at the time of retirement. At the time of commutation of the pension, you get a tax exemption. Do refer to our page on salary income pension to know the details. You can also be entitled to a leave encashment tax exemption. The same is paid at the time of retirement or resignation. How to calculate a tax exemption and your entitlement, please refer to our page on leave encashment to know the details. In each case, you need to check your eligibility for tax deductions and tax exemptions based on your payments, your investments, and based on the type of income that you have earned. Only after that you can arrive at your tax liability for the entire year, and you will know what is your annual TDS as well as your monthly TDS. You can seek professional assistance or an expert assistance to know your eligibility for various tax exemptions or deductions. ClearTax offers you expert assistance on income tax matters. Do like and share our video, and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.